Now we will discuss basic psychological factors that affect second language learning. There are certain basic psychological factors that affect the second language learning. And what are these basic factors? They include explication, induction, memory, and motor skills. Explication basically refers to the process in which rules or grammatical rules are explicitly explained to you, and in induction, no one explains the rules to you, you actually figure them out yourself. Then we have memory. Now memory requires syntax learning and episodic memory. Syntax learning requires you to remember the rules of the language or the grammatical rules, and episodic memory requires you to remember not only the rules but the utterances or sentences or the situations in which those utterances or sentences have been made in order to drive a meaning, particular meaning. Then we have motor skills. Motor skills basically refer to the articulation or the process of articulation of speech. Now we will look at these basic psychological factors in detail to have a better understanding of each one of them. We will start with explication, which is the process whereby the rules and structures of a second language are explained to a learner. Now this explanation is given in the first language of the learner. The learner is then expected to understand, learn, and apply the rule in the second language. Why a language cannot be learned completely by explication, while parts of second language can be learned by explication, it is impossible for it to be learned entirely by explication. This is because not all of the rules of any one language have been discovered and written down. Then we have induction, which is learning rules by self-discovery. This is the essence of the process of induction. The child who is exposed to second language speech and remembers what he or she has heard will be able to analyze and discover the generalization or rules that underlie that speech. For example, given the sentence, John danced, then John sang, and John danced and then he sang, spoken in relevant situation, the learner can determine that the two sentences are related with he. John danced, then John sang, and then you have John danced, then he sang. Now the learner can determine that the two sentences are related with he. Being a replacement of John, the learner must also figure out that while he can replace John in the second of the conjoined sentence, it cannot do so in the first sentence. As in he danced, then John sang. This cannot be a true sentence, since in that case the pronoun he must refer to someone other than John. Then we have memory. Memory is crucial to learning. It is inconceivable that a person with a severe memory impairment could ever learn his or her native language, much less a second language. Memory is similarly crucial for the learning of grammatical structures and rules. For example, in order to determine the type of question that require do, as in do you want biscuit, but not is the dog barking, how to negate sentence, how to use politeness structure such as please close the door, would you please close the door, or would you be so kind as to close the door, etc. Memory is essential. It is only through memory that a learner can accumulate vast amount of speech and relevant situational data. Then we have motor skills. It is a term that psychologists use to describe the use of muscles in performing certain skills, from general ones like walking to fine ones like writing and speech. The motor skills that are involved in speech utilize what linguists believe the articulator of speech. These include the mouth, lips, tongue, vocal cords, etc., all of which are controlled by muscles that are under the general control of brain. Somewhere around the age of 12 years, the ability to acquire new motor skills begin to decline. The reason for this decline in the fine control of muscle of body is not known as yet. Since the decline is of such a general nature, involving many muscle groups, it seems likely to be due to some change in central functioning in the brain. Decline in the ability for new articulation means as we age and as our ability to acquire new motor skills declines, our ability to command our articulators of speech is negatively affected. Consequently, we can expect that children will do much better in pronunciation of a second language than adults because children have the flexibility in motor skills that adults generally have not. So, intellectual processing, which involve explication and induction, involving one's analytical determination of grammatical structure, memory, which is essential if language learning is to occur and remain, and motor skills that concerns the pronunciation are basic psychological factors that affect second language acquisition.